That looks like a nice family photo, but it's not. This mother's been accused of murdering, shooting, and killing her 5-year-old daughter, and apparently has offered several different explanations or defenses, one of which is, oh, I didn't do it. It was my 2-year-old who shot and killed my 5-year-old. I'm not lying. I mean, I've never seen anything quite like this. Judge Ashley Wilcott has more for us tonight.
September 14, 2019, police responded to a shooting at the home of Robin Howington in Knoxville, Tennessee. Once there, police discovered Howington's 5-year-old daughter, Destiny Oliver, shot in the chest. After being transported to the hospital, investigators discover Howington attempted to destroy her phone, claiming she was afraid it contained evidence of drug sales. Howington spoke with police over 2 hours, telling 3 conflicting stories of how her daughter was shot, saying first that an unknown male entered her home and shot her daughter, then changing that to Destiny's biological father, Antoine Oliver, shot Destiny, finally telling police her 2-year-old son shot Destiny. Investigators discovered Howington rearranged the crime scene and tried to stash the gun in a nearby bush. During her second interview, her story changed once again, claiming the gun went off when Destiny's biological father took it from Howington during an argument. Police arrested and charged Howington with tampering with evidence and later added the charge of first-degree felony murder. If convicted, she could face 60 years in prison.
Wow. A preliminary hearing on Friday, trial beginning on March 4th. You will see it right here on your front row seat to justice. 6 charges, including felony murder. Unbelievable. Let's bring our think tank, Eklund, Mercy, Kirk, Nurmi, Nima Romani. Nima, I've never seen a case where a mother accused of shooting a child points the finger at her 2-year-old.
Vinny, me neither. And we've been doing this a long time, and I can tell you that everyone has a right to a jury trial, but there are some defendants that are so evil, so guilty, such big liars, they really should just be sent straight to jail. Do not pass go. And here's someone, I mean, the story is outrageous, Vinny. She told law enforcement that her 2-year-old used a stool, climbed up to the top of the closet to get this gun, shot the sister, and then, of course, she had to dispose of the gun to protect the 2-year-old. That's after lying about the intruder, the father, the boyfriend, the color of the vehicles. I mean, it's really the most preposterous story I've ever heard, Vinny. And if these jurors take more than a few minutes to convict, I will be shocked.
Eklund?
I think it has legs. The reason why is that the child is 5 years old. So the height, only a 2-year-old would be able to have the height for her chest. So maybe it tracks, because if it's an adult, I don't see an adult hitting. I would need to see ballistics and make sure that the bullet was going downward if it's an adult. But a clear shot to the chest, the height difference from a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old, maybe she has a defense.
You know, they're going to need to hire Alec Murdaugh's expert who told us about a killer that was about that size. Kirk, you know, I think the way that she'll attempt to explain away the other stories is that I was covering up for my 2-year-old, so I had to make up these other stories. I panicked. I look at that photo, that mugshot, and, you know, looks like she might have a little bit of a drug problem, too, here.
Yeah, ultimately, I agree with Nima, Vinny. I mean, this, you know, I've had cases where you go down and you say, okay, I cannot disprove your story. But if you get on the stand and tell that story, the jury is not going to believe you. They're going to hate you, and they may not even sit down to convict you. So if there's a plea on the table, you better take it. And this is one of those situations, because I don't believe, you know, and Eklund's mentioning a ballistic. There could be some factor, something for the defense to play with that. But ultimately, in the end, I don't think the jury's going to buy it because of the conflicting stories. And I think, as Nima said, they're going to convict her in short order.
Yeah, and we're talking about felony murder here. I mean, it doesn't get more serious than felony murder.